Welcome back to the Walnut. In this lesson, I am going to introduce a very interesting mathematical tool to find out the ratio of weightages, that is allocation. This is the application structure of allocation. So how to apply this concept? First, I just give how we have to use this operator. Suppose we just consider we have two observations. This is observation 1, this is observation 2. So, if we have the average of the observations, then we can fix the average of the observation here. Then, from this arrangement, we'll get the ratio of their corresponding weightages. Suppose 40 rupee is a price for variety 1 rice. It's a particular type of rice, and rupees 60 for the per kilogram price for second variety rice. If you bought both the varieties of rices together and mixed it together, suppose the average expenditure per kilo of that mixture as rupees 45, in which ratio we have to blend both the types of rices together. Suppose a milk and water solution. There are two such solutions we just consider. So the first solution contains 40% milk and the second solution contains 60% milk. Suppose if we are blending both the solutions together to form a new solution, it contains milk as 45%. We have to find out in which ratio we have to blend both the solutions together. These are the various situations connected with the concept of allocation. In all the cases, we have to consider or deal with the concept of weighted average. In this situation, we have to find out the weightage. It's convenient to consider the example of rice. First variety cost rupees 40 per kilo, second variety cost rupees 60 per kilo, and the average price per kilo as rupees 45. What do you want to do? Like this, you have to arrange. So this arrangement or this tool is called allocation. What you want to do here? So here we know that first variety cost rupees 40, second rupees 60. Therefore, their average price should lie in between these two ranges. So for getting the corresponding weightage ratio, you just subtract the smaller value from the largest. Here we know that 45 is less than 60. So what do you want to do? You just subtract 45 from 60. Similarly, in this linear arrangement, you have to subtract these two values. Here we know that 45 is the greater value, so we have to subtract 40 from 45. So which are the output? Those are the ratios of their corresponding weightages. So here we know that this value that's equal to 50 and this value that's equal to 5. Here we got the weightages like this. Weightages are in the ratio 15:5, or more simplified value as 3:1. So this is the basic application of allocation. So we can consider which are the other type of application of this tool effectively in some other situations also. Suppose we just consider in this question we have these three data: observation 1, observation 2, and average of the observations. If we have these three quantities, then we can easily find out what is the ratio of their weightages by using this method. Now we are moving to the second type. In this second type, suppose we just consider we have these two values and these two values. So what is the value of this quantity? Suppose we just consider. So there are two different varieties of rices we just consider. So the first variety cost rupees 30 and the second variety cost rupees 20. If we bought both the varieties in a certain ratio, suppose we just consider we put both the varieties in equal quantity form, that is 1:1. Then we have to find out if you are purchasing this particular two varieties of rices in this given ratio. So how to find out the average price of this entire solution or mixture? Suppose we just consider the average price as X. So we have to find out how to find the value of this X. In such a step of operation, we need to find out this average. What do you want to do? So that's the very easiest thing. This is the direct application of weighted average. For this, we just consider the numerator and denominator for this operation. What is numerator? You just multiply these two values. This is 1 into 30 plus, then multiply these two values. This is 1 into 20. All divided by, we have the numerator now. Then for finding the denominator, we have to add both the weightages. So this is 1 plus 1. This is a way to find out this kind of an average. This is type 2 operation. Now we are moving to type 3. So then how to find out type 3? So I will give another one example here for finding this type 3. Suppose the first variety cost rupees 10 and second variety cost, we don't know what is the second variety cost. Suppose the average price of this purchase or the entire solution or the mixture as rupees 25 and we have the ratio also, then how to find out this value? So here we just consider, suppose we are considering the values like this. This is in the ratio 2:1. We need to find out what is this X. How to find it? So that's an easy thing. What do you want to do? First you just subtract these two values. Available two values are 10 and 25. You just write this 25 minus 10 at the bottom or the denominator of this step. So what is 25 minus 10? That's equal to 15. And here we know that we already discussed one point. This average should lie in between the given observations. Therefore, here also this 25 should lie in between 10 and X. As we know, 10 is less than 25. Here, X is greater than 25. Therefore, what should be the direction here for the subtraction? Here, you just subtract this 25 from the value of X because X is greater than 25. So for finding the value of X, you just equate these two expressions. That means 2 by X minus 25 is equal to 1 by 15. While we are equating these two values, you will get the value of X. This is the way to find out the value of X in this type of operation. So this is the basic idea of alligation. These are the three different types of operations related to alligation. This is the basic structure of alligation. What you want to do, just enter the first observation, second observation and average of the observation. Don't forget, you will get the ratio of weightages, not the exact quantity of weightages. As per the additional data, only you can find out the actual weightage quantities. So this is a simple and very effective trick for finding the answer for such weighted average questions which are frequent in most of the exams. So hope you got it clearly. Thanks for watching.